Hey J babes, welcome back to Makeup with J Carleah, among other things. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. I am back with another makeup tutorial. If you would like to see how I achieve this makeup look, stay tuned. Hey y'all, so to begin, I want to say if you're a 4C natural and you can get your hair into a sleek bun, period, just period, you need some respect put on your name. Okay, we're going to begin with the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. We're going to spray our face with that. Spray that in. And we're also going to rub it in a little and let it dry. Rub that in so that your full face is coated. All right, and we're gonna start with our brows. We're just gonna groom them some with this brow brush. Just take it and go ahead and groom and shape that brow. I'm not gonna be filling my brows in today, so I'll be showing you guys the method without filling it in. I did get them threaded, but I will not be filling them in. Next, we're gonna be using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. We're going to start with that and take that brow gel, and we're just going to groom those brows into place. If you're filling yours in, I would go ahead and start filling before you apply brow gel. All right. Go ahead and set that in place. And then next, we are going to take our Fenty concealer from Rihanna. And we are going to apply that underneath our brow line on both sides, right along that brow line. All right, next we're going to take a flat concealer brush, and we are going to take that brush and we're just going to blend out that concealer underneath that brow so that that brow is defined. We're going to take that brush and just go into that concealer and just bring it down. As we're brushing, we're going to be bringing that down, okay? Making sure that line is precise and just blend that all the way out. And we are going to do this on both sides. All right, next we're going to go back in with more brow gel just to make sure that line is really clean and precise. All right, just cleaning that brow up there. And once you have both sides done, we're going to move on to our base shadow. I do not know what shadow this is. I got it from Ipsy. Sorry. But we're just going to take that and apply it to the full bottom lower half of our eyelid. That's going to be our base shadow. Next, we're going to take our Urban Decay palette, On the Run palette, and we are going to use the brighter color, and we're going to apply that to our hood and crease. All right, make sure that's blended in on both sides. Blend that all the way out, blend it out. And you're going to do that on both sides. All right, and once you have that blended on both sides, we're going to go back to that On the Run palette, and we're going to be using the color Faith. We're going to apply that to the upper portion of our lid, right beneath where we applied that concealer. Use your windshield wiper motions and just blend that all the way out. All right, and in case any gets out onto the side, onto your face, don't panic about that. Don't worry. We are going to clean that up later, so don't let that distract you. Just continue to blend that on out, and we are going to do that on both sides as well. Next, we're going to move on to the color Double Up. All right, and we're going to apply that to the crease of our eye, and use your windshield wiper motions again, and just make sure that that is completely blended all the way across. All right, once you do that on both sides, We are then going to go back to that On The Run palette, and we are going to use the color Copper. And we're going to apply that to the hood of our eye. You can use as many coats as you need for the look you're going for. Just be sure that it is blended well on both sides. Next, we're going to take our concealer again, and we're going to apply just a little bit to the inner corner of our hood. Don't start with a lot because you will be smoothing this out. You'll just apply it just a little, smooth it across. And then once you do that, you are going to look upwards so that that line can get into the crease of your eye. All right. And once you do that, you're going to take a flat concealer brush and you're going to follow that line in the crease of your eye and just smooth it on out. Make sure that it is smooth and not any blotches in it, and make sure it's the shape that you want, and make sure it's covering the portion of your eye that you would like. All right, and you're gonna just smooth that concealer on out. You don't want to start with a lot, because if you start with a lot and then you have too much, now you have to take some off, and then you'll have to fix the base eyeshadow that you already did. So start with a little, and if you need to, you can always go back in and add more and blend that out. All right, and you are gonna do that on both sides. All right, and once that's done, you're gonna go to the color Skimp, and you're just going to apply it over that concealer. Then you're going to take the color Faith again and apply it to the upper portion and edges to blend that concealer on out. You don't want any lines to be definite or bold. You want it to be a smooth transition between the two. All right. Next, we're going to take our LA Colors Shimmering Gold eyeshadow. And we're going to take a flat eyeshadow brush and we're just going to apply that on top of that concealer, okay? You can do as many coats as you need until you reach the boldness that you want. Just make sure that it is smooth all the way out, and you're going to do the same amount on both sides, all right? So just dab that on and smooth that on out, okay? All right, and once that's done on both sides, we're going to go back to the On The Run palette, and we are going to use the color Vice, and we're just going to use that on the end as a transitioning color to smooth that on out and to blend that gold in with the other colors, all right? And now we're going to take a towel. I was going to use a makeup wipe, but I did not have them in the bathroom with me. So we're going to use a makeup wipe or towel, whatever you have, to clean up those edges. Next, you're going to take your foundation of choice and you're going to begin to apply that all over your face. This is not my usual method to apply foundation. However, I wanted to try this. I'm using a darker foundation and I'm going to add concealer with it to blend it on out and tone it into my actual skin tone. And we're going to see how that turns out. Usually I just use a foundation only and then apply my concealer second. This time I'm applying my concealer in with my foundation, but I am going to go back and conceal again once this step is complete. All right, and once you have that in place, we are going to take our foundation brush and we are just going to blend that in, making sure we're getting all areas, making sure that it's even and the same tone in every area of our face. And we're going to make sure that that is completely smooth all over our face. All right. And once you have reached the color that you would like, we're going to go back in with that concealer. We're going to apply it under our eyes on both sides. All right. And we are also going to apply it down the bridge of our nose. All right, and right in between those brows. And we are going to apply just a little on the sides of our face, or I do this because I have blemishes there. And then we're going to take our beauty blender and we're going to blend that concealer all the way out in each area. All right. All right, and once we have that completely blended, we're going to take our foundation brush again and just smooth out any lines of demarcation, anything that's not smooth and transitioning perfectly. We're going to take our bronzer or whatever you're using to contour, and we're going to apply that to our jawbone. I start at my sideburns and go down to the corner of my mouth on both sides. And I also apply some to my forehead as well as my jawbone, my bottom jawbone, just to add added definition. Okay. I don't do a lot on my foreheads because I don't want to become too bronzed. And then once you go down the bridge of your nose, you will want to use a smaller brush so that that can be better defined. All right, and we will take our contour brush and then go back in and blend all of that all the way out, okay? Once that is complete and you are satisfied, we will then go ahead and move on to our eyeliner. I am using a liquid eyeliner. I did not know the name because it's faded off, but you will do that on both sides along with your mascara of choice. And we will also be applying mascara to our bottom lashes as well. Now we will be moving on to our lashes. Guys, don't be mad at me. I definitely recorded this, but I did not realize that I was out of view of the camera, so you can't see what I'm doing. However, I promise you, I will be doing a separate video showing you how I apply my lashes. Next, we'll be moving on to our lips. This is Wet n Wild, and this is the color Mink Brown. All right, that's the lipstick we'll be using, and it is kind of like a matte lipstick. So you're just going to apply that. And I will be adding a hydrating lip balm by Clinique in the color Black Honey on top of that, just to give it that extra shine that I want, that juicy plump look, you know. All right, once that's done, we are now going to move on to highlight, okay? All right, and this is a highlighter palette by Pacifica, and this is in the color Cherry Gold. I will only be using the highlighter from this palette. I did not add any blush in this look, but I will be applying that highlighter to my jawbone, my forehead, and also down the bridge of my nose. All right. And once you've applied that, just take that brush and make sure there's no excess highlighter on it and blend that on out. And that is the complete look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad that you tuned in. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell for notifications. See you later.